What is up, crawler fans, RC enthusiasts, and social media surfers? I'm your boy Josh with Texoma RC, and we've got some rock crawlers on the rocks today with buddies. That's right, dude. We got rock crawlers on the rocks with buddies. In the lead, that's Sammy in the old conversion. I think it's an Trx4 with it's a body he picked up at Walmart, little rig. I had seen before, pretty cool. He actually just gave that to Craig because Craig was scoping on it and said it was pretty cool, so he gave it to him. That's pretty rad. What a buddy. So, next, followed behind, that's going to be me in the Trx4-m Cage Slayer. Pretty bad ring. Also, we're sporting, it was the first generation of new wheel design that I'm making and working on. Actually goes with the works with the Hobby Plus wheel weights. So that's what's actually in here, the giant wheel weights, but the wheels work with 1.0 wheels. So you may say, Josh, but they're printed plastic. Yeah, well, they have good weight, and the other day I broke a Mofo CVD, not the wheels. So falling off the top of the peak, that's what happened. So I've been beating the crap out of these things, and the only thing that could potentially be weak would be the hub, and the hub is replaceable with a Mofo, any of the Mofo hubs. So other than that, dude, this thing is strong AF. It's got decent weight. I've actually taken the wheel weights out and made my own inserts, and that's actually all I'm running on the Trx4-m right now, just to see how it is, see how it goes. Absolutely killer. I'm not going to talk too much about those designs. We'll get them out later. Pretty freaking rad, super duper stoked. So here we go, Trx4-ms coming along, dude. So much things going on. I will try to get listings and stuff. I know I keep saying that, dude. Come on, tire placement, dude. Tire placement, buddy. Get your butt up there.
That's 450 grams on my wheels.
Just trying, man. I'm trying. I had to streamline everything for right now. I'll be working on, more important this week, I'll be getting the builder's kits and everything back up. I took them down for right now. The builder's edition, or builder's kits. So right now, basically just the cage slayer and parts. Just all we have. You know, the reasoning for that is, first off, I really want people to drive the Cage Slayer. I can offer it super duper cheap. It is the absolute, it is the best $30 that you can spend on any of your rigs, right? Like, and then you could buy two of them for $45. So let's explain that real quick. So we got a color pack that's you get two colors, two full cages, two everything, except for one screw pack, and that is $40, right? Then there is a BOGO Ho pack, right? Buy one, get one half off. That is $45. So from there, you want a 4-pack, $79.95, dude. You get 4 of them, right? That's 4 cage slayers with screws, 4 complete builds for $80, dude. Come on, man. Now you could pick 4 colors. You could have 4 complete customized color rigs, right? Then from there you can get an 8-pack. You get 8 colors. So maybe you want to be a reseller. Maybe you're trying to start a comp in the area, right? Like maybe you could patch up with a couple buddies, just so you could have cages on hand. That way when somebody shows up and plays and they're like, hey, this is what you need to do. Put this on your rig, come back and play with us. Right? That's all you got to do, bro. So I'm trying to hook it up for people to be able to either just get a good deal and get all the colors, or that they could, resell them if you want to, like Hobby Shop or whatever. So I will be coming out with labels to go on these things. Hopefully, again, that's a this week thing. So many things, like billion things that, gosh, bro, I'm really trying. Really trying. We can do it. There we go. That's Sammy again. He had a swap rigs. Don't know what happened on his other one. So that was the basic cage basic that I built on the channel, the stock swap, and gave to him, and he has put a Samix motor in it. Samix for Sammy, Speedo Sammy. He likes the rippers, and we're trying to teach him that slow crawl, the art of the slow crawl. He's getting it. We had him out at the creek yesterday. I did. It was a great time, dude. He's got the skills coming.
Let's go. There we go.
It's a different type of driving, man. different type of driving.
Home 66.
There's one thing to just make it over an obstacle, but it's another thing to make it look
44,
pretty, right?
55. I don't know.
That's what we're trying to do. We want to make it look pretty. We want to make it look easy, and then somebody else follows you, and they're like, "Oh shit." That's what we're trying to do, bro. So, by the way, man, we got some instructional videos. I'm gonna figure out how to do this. I want to do some really cool. I've talked about it for a long time. But just how to use wheels. Maybe we'll do some breakdowns on don'ts and do's, right? I figured out a way that I think I can do it and use playback just like I would have done back in the day in film room, right? Watching football, right? So that's actually kind of what I do when I'm doing this. So that's how I learn. But hopefully I can actually show you, these skills. So I'll be able to use a screen recorder and be able to kind of, go back and forth through video, slow motion, and really begin to break stuff down. Also, stay tuned. We're gonna have to have a website coming soon. I know I've talked about it a little bit, dude, but I want to have a place that everybody can kind of coordinate. Put your info. Put your favorite Slayer. Like your current build or whatever, things like that. Ask questions. Also, obviously do that on Texoma RC Facebook page, dude. Anybody who's gotten a Slayer already, please post pictures there. It'd be rad. Videos, awesome, dude. It'd be so cool. Join the group. Texoma RC on it's a group page on Facebook. It'd be lovely, dude. So right here, C10. Terry was driving the C10 body mount. Just the magnet actually came out of the deal, glue pop. So, but he was struggling, and so this truck is,
We can do this crap, dude.
So this is okay. This is why I want everybody to drive a cage Slayer. It's not that you have to keep it that way. It's just that I'm going to now do the kit so that you buy a cage Slayer, and then you can buy like another kit for like $20 or whatever. I have absolutely everything you need to make it. You can get it in whatever color. So it's not going to be that way. You can get two colors just like that to do your own body, whatever. With more details on that later. But the point is, I want people to drive a caged Slayer so they understand the difference in performance, right? Like the difference, just adding that body, what it does. You can get that body to perform, but that's going to cost money, right? Because it's going to cost weight. When you add weight, you're going to have a bigger servo, you're going to have a bigger motor, all these things, right? All these things have to end up being replaced when you have weight. And so when you take all that weight off, all of a sudden, for no money at all, you have a whole lot more performance. Now from there, you can work on setup and these other type of things, but you can experience ultimate level crawling for not very much money. And that's kind of like what I'm all about at this point, like just right now, so we will get to, we'll build some super awesome things, but I just don't have the money to be able to fund some cool projects at this point, like I need you guys to help me out here on the low end, and then we'll go ahead and build some awesome carbon. And I got ideas, bro. Like, I don't mean to talk shit about carbon, man. Like, like not at all. Carbon's amazing. At the same time, carbon only comes in one color usually. So I did find some PETG that comes in multicolor. So we're gonna have so we're gonna order that and see how that prints, see what it looks like, see if it's gonna hold up. If it is, we may completely switch over to that, just so we can have carbon in the name, and people will be like, "Oh, okay, he is on our team," like, So we'll see. If it's better, it's better. Then we're gonna run it. But if not, then this stuff is great. Why I love it is because, number one, it's something that I can do right now, right? Number two, it absolutely works. This material absolutely works. The only thing is it's going to get a little scuffed up, a little beat up. That's okay. But again, we're offering at prices that, just replace the cage or whatever, parts that get beat up. No problem, dude. Plus, it's fun to swap them out. I love building these things. I love changing the color scheme. It's totally rad. We got these awesome wheels and colors coming. Just watch, dude. You can get a whole cage Slayer with wheels, matching wheels, and the color scheme or whatever, dude. We're gonna have packages, bro, to hook it up, have these things looking dope. But all you do, buy the kit, put it on whatever car, and maybe some shocks or something, right? Like, that's basically the idea, right? That you could just have ballers for almost nothing, like, not almost nothing, like, it costs money to buy cars and stuff like that, right? But like, normally you spend like 3 times the amount of the car after you bought it, right? Now I'm saying you don't have to do that anymore. That, like maybe double the price of the original RC, and that's it, and just build another one. Like, man, these CR18Ps, I've been battling with them and making little changes, and they go back and forth as for better setup or whatever, just changing the tires out and how they work. And man, it's not the same as my SEX24 builds that are just $500-600, and just I'd spent a ton of time to set them up and just awesome builds, and they're not that like. But for what they are, they're amazing, like it's just fun. I'm putting these cars in these guys' hands, like this is Terry, like Terry's more of a trail driver, it's not to talk crap, that's what he does, like he just doesn't have quite the attention that I have, some of this stuff is really, really, really hard, like, and I practice every day. He doesn't, right? Like he maybe drives only the time that he comes out to play, so being able to put a car like this in his hand, when he was driving the C10, he was struggling. So I wanted to take it over and show that it, with attention, it can do really good things. But with the buggy, you could see, just watch, he does a whole lot better, right? He ends up taking a leader spot and whatever, So obviously, buggies aren't the only thing to run, right? But the point is that I can offer these things for a super great value. From me, so just my parts to you, but also the builds that you can build off of it are a great value, right? And again, that's not to say we can't build expensive, rad builds on a plastic Slayer. Like you can, and it will be rad. I'm just saying it opens up the door for more possibilities, right? For more people to play. That's the whole freaking point, dude. Get more people out here. Because you know what, dude? If we get more people on the budget end, right? And then we get more people later on that after they're used to spending $25 a week, maybe they can kick it up a little bit. Or maybe they start saving that $25 and they start going for $100 a month, to buy bigger, better parts, but until then, they can run their cage Slayer until they can go build their awesome titanium cheat code or carbon cheat code, or, the awesome purple from Mobile RC, his beautiful tie, purple, ugly AF with the purple, the Revenge of Pancake, man, stuff like this. Go spend your money, man, like, and I'll be coming out with stuff like that, but that's not the point right now. The point is that we can get more buddies here, right, that go and support those guys, right? I'm not trying to compete with these other guys, right? I'm coming in a different way, so I still want, I want to work with everybody, right? Like I want to have a website that, that launches to go to support Joey at Maz Designs, right? Like absolutely, I want to have and represent him on my channel or my on the website, right? And talk about him and what are the benefits of his stuff, right? Like, come on, man. I don't have time to try to like tell everybody about everything and try to build this business and tell you what a Slayer is, right? Like I'm just barely keeping up, man. So I'm not like trying to bogart or like anything. Sorry, I'm struggling for words, but I'm here for the community, man, and Slayer's a cheap option for buddies. It's just easy to build something that's fun and that doesn't flip over all the time. So, and like here we have the Battle Bug. Craig's been running. Sorry, I hadn't talked about it, Craig. But this is a design Craig's working on for the Traxxas Trx4-m, and it's going to be rad. Again, same thing. He's trying to keep it stock swap. Everything just come off of a regular car, and it's probably going to need a little bit more weight. So you're probably going to need something like the Endura brass wheels or something. But just do that, and it'll be way better than your stock Defender or your stock Bronco, right? As far as being able to drive, right? Do cool things. Make it a crawler versus a trail truck, right? Awesome, cool options, and I'd like to do that too, and I appreciate Craig for doing that. We will have that on the website coming soon, as soon as we stop breaking parts, and he's comfortable with his design. We'll go ahead and roll it out. I think it's super rad. Watch the way it flips, by the way. It doesn't just flip to its back. It goes whoop, and right back on top. So cool, dude.
It keeps working.
I love the Battle Bug. I'm so stoked on it. So great job, Craig. Sorry for taking so long to talk about it in this video.
Didn't make it that long.
But super awesome rig. So, but that's what we're trying to bring.
More than one.
He also said that he's got a design that he's going to be working on for an SCX24 comp build, a super sporty. So we're even within Texoma RC, dude. We're gonna have more than one chassis. So just stay with us, bro. And we're gonna have more stuff, dude. More stuff to play with, and we'll have more, more materials, dude. More materials to come. But unless somebody wants to
Dude,
give me
this
like
setup is
10
so
grand
good,
or
Gary.
something to go design all these
The
things and
CR24,
pay for to have
yeah.
somebody print, not print, but make a whole bunch of them. I can't do that. I don't got that money. I got the money to run the printer, right today. That's about it. Buy a Slayer, dude. Texoma RC on Etsy. Hook a brother up. Come on, let's go, dude. Slayer Nation. So again, okay, let's go back and talk about the C10 again. So this is maybe like 300-ish grams, 350 grams probably of brass and whatever with the C10 body. So it's doing good, but it's just it's just with the body not going to keep up. You're going to need another maybe 100 grams to keep those wheels on the ground to make it keep up with the Slayer, right? And maybe a little bit more weight or width, just a little bit. So we got a little out of control, try to flip them over. I'm done with that. So I jump in. Now we're bringing out the Golden Dragon, is what I'm calling it. I don't know if that's really what it's called, but right now today it's the Golden Dragon. So it's another CR18P build. Also running, this is version 2 of the wheel set. Yes, it is version 2 of the wheel set, but still running the inserts from Hobby Plus. That's actually got the plastic inserts from a Hobby Plus wheel. So it's 60-40 balance. It's got only brass. Leave your brass behind, dude. It's only got just the brass on the hexes in the front. That's all that's on there. So I would say that it's probably both of them are actually probably a little bit too wide for like more chunkier driving. And they would probably perform better in most situations being not so wide. But I'm trying to make this stuff Terry proof and Sammy proof so they can come out and run the rocks and not flip over, right? That's kind of the point. So then these wheels, by the way, flip. This is the deep side out. They flip in and you gain it's like probably 4 millimeters per side by flipping them. So, so you could lose 4 millimeters on each side by flipping those around. And, so definitely could do that. And then also if you went to a Mofo Zero, you probably gain another 2 millimeters-ish. So to reduce that down. Obviously, if you wanted it to be wider, like on an SCX24, it should be on an SCX24. You should basically be able to put these wheels on. I still hadn't done it yet. But you should be able to put these wheels on, and that's it. You don't need any extensions. You don't need any hex extensions, nothing. Just put these wheels on just like a Mofo wheel. Choose your hub of choice to add weight or add width, and aluminum or brass, 0.3 or 6 millimeters, or the plastic ones that will be coming with the wheels. Run your choice, and dude, should be for width and weight and balance. It's all you need. Should be all you need right there. Just put those wheels. The amount of versatility they have. Also, I do have another set of wheels I've been running that uses the Mofo, and actually, it uses the Mofo inserts. So, but the problem is, dude, I only have one printer right now. Trying to get working on, I got to get another printer, dude, because I got so many ideas that can't be worked on because I don't have the printer time. So, working on it. So now I'm in Doug, it seems. I don't pay attention a second, and all of a sudden we got new cars on the rocks, dude. Now I'm in Doug. I wanted to do something crazy there, and that's what happens, dude. Filming from far back and doing crazy stuff, and it doesn't always work out, but doesn't always work out. So, man, I hope you guys are doing good. If you're new here and you're still here, dude, freaking like the video, I promise. Come back again, subscribe, dude. I sure would appreciate it. It'd be rad. Been just like this whole sales video, but like on the other hand, dude, I'm trying to not just sell this stuff, but trying to include you guys in the whole build process, everything along this way. There's so much to say and whatever. A lot happens between videos, and so these kind of are just hangouts and just informative, just me talking and getting these ideas out. So this is actually helpful for me to be able to talk and get some of these things out of my head. And just share the information with you. And of course, dude, all this crawling. Look at that badass turn. Great job, Douglas. In the back.
It's in the sunlight, dude. Let's go.
So we got super baddies on the rocks now, dude. Everything on the rocks is mine except for the black one. That is Craig's STX24 build on the RC all-wheel drive or whatever they are. Portal axles. They look beautiful. Not really the most helpful. I wouldn't really recommend them. It just pushes it up. I would say don't do it. It's just not a good idea. But if that's what you want to do, go for it. So I appreciate him getting them and to try it out and bring them on the channel. But it's just too high, dude. It's just killing us. Don't need it. Here we go, Doug. Here we go, Doug. If you want portals, go to a CR18P or an FCX24. So I would suggest CR18P if you want to stay on the cheap end, and FCX24, the FMS, if you want to go brushless. So I'm not saying the CR18P won't go brushless. It's just that I'm not going to mess with the brushed transmission from the FCX24. It's too big. So I'm using the CR18P 104:1 gear ratio, the transmission in that with a brushed motor to be able to spin the bigger axles. So you could actually use that to power your FCX24. Say you have an FCX24, you don't want to go brushless, and you want to build a Slayer. Well, sweet, just get the CR18P, and then all you need is the transmission and motor from that truck or from the CR18P, and you got a Slayer, bro. And so that's what's super cool. So that's why I'm trying to work with these guys. If you didn't know, dude, FMS or Fair RC has the FMS or the Hobby Plus ESC and radio for $15. Are you kidding me?
I guess you just gotta
why would you go brushless? The thing is so good.
Yep, it's like that.
That's why I'm trying to work with these guys, both the FMS and Hobby Plus. The electronics they have, the combinations that I'm going to be able to build and bring to you guys for performers. Which, by the way, I actually am liking the brushed feel better. It's fun to drive, a brushless for just playing. But I'm like beginning to like. I like brushed better. I like the feel of it. I don't like fog. Like as you drive something that's super balanced and controlled, I just like to feel the motor and drive the brushed vehicle. I'm just liking it better. So with this setup, it's super cheap. It feels amazing. I still have not done on these CR18Ps. I haven't put in Enduro Pro in yet. I really, really want to. But I just have been just running the stock electronics. I want to see what they're going to do. I really, really, really like them. So I may go ahead and put an Enduro Pro in one of them. And then,
it's that Superman, dude. All you gotta do is put
we'll see. Blue, so I've also been running these servos, dude. Like, so far, they're so good. No problems. Just great. Obviously, they kind of, it's not a Reefs or an AGF RC or a Shift or NSD RC. It's not this good, usually the only difference, just like with the motor setup right now, if you don't hear it, you wouldn't even notice, right? It's just a little gritty. It's a little bit noisy. So just the transmission, it's spinning faster, so it's not like the SCX24 where it spins a lot slower at slow crawl, so it feels smoother. So the motor has to spin and work a little bit more with the gear ratios, but that's why you're hearing it. And other than that, if you could plug your ears and not hear it, it's butter. Especially the gold one, it has the bearing kit, and it's just butter. The forward to back control on those electronics is just way better than oh my gosh, it's so good. It's touchy, but you have to get used to it, but once you get used to it, it's there and it's the same all the time. And it's just, you have to watch cresting a hill. It wants to run down a hill a little bit.
Wow.
But once you know that and you just begin to crest and you let off, just go down the hill nice and smooth. Also, it has rollout so that when you get down and you can just keep it rolling and just so good. So Sammy here kind of just struggling with this obstacle. Just his rear end got in the wrong place. He's fighting, man. Watch the rear tire right. Got it on that one. In the hole. Come on back. There we go. Turn hard. Turn right. Nope. Should have held it right.
Left. Oh, too late.
Should have held it right. Tire bite. Flipped him
Nice
off.
bite. To the back of the
Got
line.
flipped off, dude. Here we go, Terry. Show us how it's done.
Uh-oh.
This is going to be
You're gonna have to
rough
use
with
the
that
lock on the
undercut
side
right
and
there.
step up. Yeah,
Going to be
right
rough
there.
with that undercut right there. Just entering the obstacle.
Nice
Yep,
job.
tire bite. Got to be able to, got to army crawl past that. The rear tire's never going to go past that.
Great job, Craig.
Let's go, dude. Same thing. He needs to be higher. He needs to be to the driver's side, using that rock to step up on there. Again, got to see what you're driving. Put your tires in the right place. Put them in the right place. Car's gonna go. Let's go, buddy.
Terry.
Coming up towards the end here, we got just a couple more obstacles. We were almost done, and then Craig pulled out his buggy, so we got it a little down and back going here. So man, I hope you guys are having a great week, dude. Monday, getting this video out today, dude. Had a good weekend. This was Saturday. I drove with Sammy yesterday. Most of the guys couldn't make it. There we go, dude. You can tell he's a little fired up. A little more aggressive. Oh, watch the tire bite. You gotta watch that, dude. Gotta see it coming. Very good. Oh, geez, come on. Yeah, I took a big step off there. I had to step over Craig's tire, and not a good spot to go down. But that's okay. We got plenty of juice in the tank. So that's the difference, right? The brushed motor in the CL18P is giving us slow crawl. And with big tires, it has enough speed to typically save it. But it's not brushless. It's not running like, it's not super fast like Doug is, but it's easy to drive. It offers a slow crawl that is unmatched right now, and so that's why I'm going for it, because that's what we do. We slow crawl. That's what is on this channel, and that's what this thing offers, is an amazing slow crawl. So if you want speed, that's not for you, dude. You're gonna want to change all this stuff out. You must want to spend money anyway. So just get an SCX24. Speaking of, Mofo has got something he's working on to save our SCX24s. Literally, dude, I was about to call it quits. I actually texted him. I was bitching at him, not like at him, just to him, just complaining. It's not his fault. But, I broke 3 CVDs on 3 rigs in a week and a half. SCX24s, Maximus, the Pecker, and the new build. All of them broke CVDs. Just savage. Man, I love those rigs, but then, you just put them in a spot, or like the last one just fell down and it broke, and you're like, come on,
then he just
bro. So I am trying and running his new, what are they, the U-joints or whatever. And then, but he has a new option coming. I'm not going to talk about it. I haven't got permission to talk about it, but it's going to save the SCX24s. So we can still keep spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on these little silly cars. So that'd be great. That's going to be rad.
Good.
Love spending money. Love spending the money. Great job, balance, dude. Sammy putting on a clinic.
Balance, dude. That's all you gotta do. Yep, turn left. Turn
all you gotta do, balance the V, bro. Balance the V.
Nice job, bro.
Balance the V, guy.
Clinical, bro.
It's all balance. Let's go, Douglas. That was one of those stopping and then reposition, go to start again, and you're like, wait a second, I stopped in a terrible spot. Stopped in a terrible spot, guy. Here we go. Rock crawling. So, recently I told somebody, asked me about Trail Warriors. I said no. Well, the thing is, when you put them on some Texoma RC rims, they come alive again. Responsiveness, the side hilling, is super impressive. All of a sudden I love these tires again. So I did love them for a long time, then other things came out that were better. I washed the tires, got them cleaned up again, and put them on these rims, and wow, so good, so responsive, totally different than they were before. Great tire. Douglas in the front on the Mofo UPWs, running pins the comp pins and Jura comp pins on V5 flubber stuffers with foams, half foams of the stock foams, cut in half, stuffed in the outside. So good luck trying to mount them that way. It's a lot of fun. I actually had to get them lined up and glue the bead actually before I screwed them together. It's easy to come apart. The glue doesn't stick to the metal very well, so it just holds just a little bit, a couple drops, just to keep it stuck as you glue it together or as you screw it together. And once it's screwed together, it should be fine. It's just getting it screwed without losing the bead was a pain in the butt. So that's how I fixed it. Just a couple drops of tire glue, little CA super thin. Come on, dude. Those buggies look so freaking mean, bro. Let's go. I love the Golden Dragon. It's red.
I forgot which car he was.
So, by the way, the Golden Dragon in this video came in at like 322 grams, 60/40. Super duper lightweight. Just awesome. The other one came in with the wheel weights at 450 grams. So, totally different driving experience just by changing and adding the wheel weights. And it didn't quite balance. With that one was like at 58, 42. So it didn't quite balance the way it was, but it still drove amazing.
I'm telling you, guy. Golly.
It flexes obviously much better with the weight.
Still on the wheels, turn down.
Those springs are probably a little bit too tight for the weight.
Another bomb, dude. Is that
For
like
the
an
light
incoming
buggy?
missile? We got target lock.
So it definitely helps to weight them out. Like I would like to find a. We're running spring mod on both the buggies, by the way. No rubber bands. Definitely way better when you do a lightweight buggy build. You don't need the rubber bands. That's for sure. You want it to flex, and so I'm looking for a lighter weight springs to be able to run on these Enduro shocks. And I'll probably go to 43s on one of them. So just trying to run them as like a stock swap build and just to know how they work and show off how they work with no mods, like just running them. Other than the spring mod, they're just how they go. And so that's kind of the idea here, and just trying to get a feel. And it's a brand new, complete new platform to me, and just we need to see what it does. So far, it's freaking amazing. Here we go, Craig. We got one more obstacle coming up here. We're gonna go up and down. One more up. Let's go, bud.
I'm like, oh my gosh.
Let's go, bud.
Just in little glimpses, you know.
I'm
like,
still in Douglas, so this got to be Sammy.
Jeebers, come on, Douglas.
Maybe Terry in the back. I think they flipped. I think they flip-flopped. I don't know, dude. So much flip-flopping. It's so confusing when all my rigs are on the rocks and I don't pay attention for all the swaps. Dadgummit. Got to watch where those back tires go. Got to watch where the back tire goes. The weight transfer, if there's nothing there, it's flipping over. Here we go, Craig. Great job.
Let's go, shorty.
And if you're going to run pins on a shorty, you might want to call Craig, dude, because that thing is killing it, dude. Pins on a shorty is not the easiest setup, dude. You really got to... It's really got to be maxed out to run the pins. I would really not really recommend it. I would probably stay something like a Trail Warrior or smaller, so 62 or smaller. 60 would be better, 58 even better than that.
I have a habit of holding the trigger just a little bit.
Meaning a JLU or C10,
yeah,
SCX24 build. Here we go. Great job, dude, whoever's driving that. Let's go, Doug. Can we do it? Nope. I don't know what happened. I don't even know what happened, dude. I had a couple filming errors, so there's a couple glitches where maybe that was one of them, obviously. And there was another one earlier on where I got out of sync, so I missed footage. I was starting and stopping at the wrong time, so missed a good clip. Sorry about that, guys. I always try to like make stuff like seem continuous. Like unless I'm like telling you that it's not continuous, I like it to be continuous. I like to put on a flow. Great job. Come on. You need to turn left. It's too late now. You needed to turn left. Right when you crest it over to turn left. When you had the right turn, you had a right turn and an army crawl hook on the left front tire. And as soon as it crested, you needed to turn left, and it would have pulled you right up. Rip, tape, flip.